Hey guys, welcome back.
We're doing a thing.
We are doing and you thought there was never a girl online.
Uh, I should I'm gonna take my face and cover up the breastises,
The Prestices.
cause Miss Pay to Win in her online forum kind of
Oh yeah.
kind of skankalicious.
Miss Pay, Miss Pay to win.
Yeah, Miss Pay to Win is kind of skankalicious. Like we gotta cover up them breastises before it corrupts the youth.
I just like until he learns who they are. He see like it's just they're dudes in the game, but like as soon as he learns he can't not view them.
Yeah, he just like just gender swap everything. It's fine.
All right, so anyways, we've talked about it very slightly right there. Anyways, yay or nay?
Um, I liked it, but I don't think it was that endearing.
Okay.
Right? Like it's a good watch. Watch it, but like I don't think over time it's gonna have the same like effect later on.
I could see that because, like, I fucking loved this series.
I
Like,
knew
I
you would.
I fell in love with it the first fucking episode. Like, just everything about it just screamed yes. Because when I like back in like high school and stuff like that, I actually got really into playing WoW. So like I understand,
uh,
I relate a lot to these problems with like MMOs and everything.
See, I skipped the MMO phase. Like,
Yeah, see, I used to play MMO, so that's why like when I was in middle school, or correction, not even middle school, like elementary school, I played RuneScape as well. So it's like a lot of these situations I could relate to about some of these things, like the whole like pay to win thing. I completely understand why everybody else was just like, "Oh my God, that's so unfair."
yeah, Battlefield 2, Battlefront 2, whatever it was.
Anything produced by EA. Whoops, did I just say that out loud? Um,
God damn it. No,
and then
no,
like,
I'm done. I'm done. We went there. Done with this episode.
no, you're not. Get back here.
Get over here.
And like, just dealing with like, uh, dealing with like new players, trying to help them. Um, just a lot of things dealing with MMOs I've experienced. So, not the marriage thing. That I've never experienced in a game because no game I've played has offered that.
It's so weird. I don't get it.
All right, so do you want to kind of give a laydown of what this is about?
Um, sure. Hideki is our protagonist, and he is in a guild with Ako, Akane, and Kaio. Kaio?
Kyo.
Kyo? And all of the characters are mailed except Ako's character, who named herself Ako
Because
because
originality.
because putting your name as your user tag is the best idea.
Asuna, Sword Art Online. What?
Just yes. Yes. So so
I'm
they
sorry. Like when I saw that her name was actually Akko, like that was the first thing that popped into my brain was just, wow,
yeah,
that's a Sword Art thing.
like tap out, you're just done here. Goodbye. Anyway, so they finally agree to have a guild meetup in real life, and Um, Hideki thinks Akane and Kaio, whatever,
Yo.
Kyo. I'm just gonna keep messing that up the entire time. Not even
Yeah.
trying. Anyway,
You could just call her Master.
you
That's
know.
what that's what they all called her.
Yeah, that's true. But uh, so they, Hideki thought those two were guys, and when they had this meetup, all of a sudden he's surrounded by three other gamer girls,
Here,
and
here's the thing though. He also thought Akko was a male because
yes,
of a bad experience he had like a year or two before then.
yes. So he doesn't trust characters or people or female characters, playable characters in video games because he believes the female players are, or they're male players that play as females because reasons.
Okay,
Makes sense.
like in the game that they played, he tried proposing to this one person, and it was a female avatar, and she turned him down because she said, "I'm actually a dude in real life." And
Like,
so
bitch.
he swore off like marriage and stuff in video games and everything because he's like, I can't trust anybody. But then he actually married Akko in the game
Because Akko was
because
very
he
insistent.
and he also realized, well, I can fall for the characters in the games because that's what I fall for, even if they are like a dude in real life.
Yes.
He's basically completely separating the game from reality, which isn't bad in a sense, but at the same time, it's like games are kind of part of your life. So,
I mean, you can
but
have
when it,
friends within games.
yes, but anyways, so yes, they meet up in real life. It turns out all of them are female, and all of them go to the same school as him. In
Yes.
fact, in fact, Akane is actually in his class, and she is a complete tsundere.
Yep.
Like she doesn't want anybody to know that she games and stuff because she wants a quote unquote normal high school life.
Nope.
And then it's the fact that as soon as Akko learns that they're in the same school, she the big thing with Akko, which good God,
There is no separation between game and reality, and it is a little scary.
it's amazing.
It's a little scary.
It's amazing.
Because she's all like, I forgot my wallet. Well, I might as well, like, sell items to get enough money for a juice box. And I'm all like, oh,
Or
oh,
or
something's so wrong with you.
or when they like here's the thing. I pegged this the moment she got introduced. The fact that this teacher was the cat girl that the main that he Hideki proposed to and was told I'm a guy. I knew it was gonna be the teacher.
I knew she was going to be involved, but I didn't necessarily put her as the cat person until, like, I realized how shallow the pool actually was.
Well, like the moment they gave her like more of like a character,
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
no,
okay,
it's,
well,
yeah.
she's gonna be important, and like I pegged that she was gonna be the cat girl. I'm like, it's gonna turn that out, and then when Akko was gonna meet with her, and she just pulls out the wand,
Oh my god. Oh,
and then the teacher just fucking clotheslined her.
god.
Oh my gosh, because the teacher mentioned that she was in wrestling in I think like college or something. And like so she just fucking clotheslined Akko to take her down.
Oh my goodness.
I laughed so hard at that.
It's so bad.
And then it just pans to them in like their club or whatever. And it's just like, oh yeah, she agreed to be our supervisor. And
Otherwise,
then
we'd be going
just
to the fucking cops.
and then the teacher just in her thought. She's just like, or you mean blackmailed?
Yeah, it's just like straight up blackmail. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So that's
Well,
how student teacher relationships work, right?
it's also the fact that they would have told everybody that she plays the game.
I I don't think that would be as much of a problem as clotheslining a fucking student.
It was in self-defense.
I don't think there's gonna be much of a. I don't think it's gonna go over that way, but sure.
There is just so many funny things with this series, and not to mention with Hideki being like an open otaku at school, like everybody, like nobody thought that he would ever like basically get a girl in real life and shit like that.
And of
But then it's
course, he
like,
gets like
and then it's like Akko is just like, oh
overly
yeah, he's
attached
my
girlfriend.
husband. No, overly attached wife.
Kind of.
Because she thinks that they're actually married in real life,
Well,
just
not.
because they're married in the game.
I mean, she does make that distinction, but she's like, why marry in real life? Because we're already married in the game.
Exactly. I loved like kind of 3/4 of the way through they're having like that sleepover or whatever, and like she explains the logic behind it. Where like if a actual married couple played a game and they didn't want to get married in like one didn't want to get married in the game but married somebody else, they're like she's like, how would you feel about that? The other three girls are just like who are trying to help her distinguish between the two and separate them. They're just like, well, we'd be upset. And why is that? Because they'd basically be cheating. Oh my god.
Did we actually agree with something she said?
Oh god, she's taking us with her.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Like, and like she's just standing there like smiling and just like
She says she's like, I have won this round.
can we talk about the episode where she just like continuously stays home and like Hideki actually goes over to her house to like make sure she's okay and the mom is introduced? Her mom was weird.
No kidding.
Like
I.
I almost thought like she was gonna start hitting on Hideki.
It was little more than a little creepy.
But then like as soon as she leaves, she's like, "Here, you can have like go in and see her, even if you have to force your way in. Here's the key to her room."
Oh yeah.
And like he's just like, "I'm coming in." She's like, "No, no, not right now, not right now." And like he opens the door and she's like mid changing, of course. And then he like like slams the door shut. He's like, "I'm so sorry." He's like, "Why are you in your underwear?" She's like, "Can't I game like comfortably at my own home?" I'm just like, "Oh my god."
No. And then when she's finally
Yo,
okays it him to come in.
she's just sitting there buck ass naked.
Oh man.
And he's just standing there like just slams the door again. He's like, "Why are you naked? I thought you said it was okay to come in." She's like, "I had to mentally prepare myself." What?
For what? Stop it! Goodness.
This series was so good. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh. Like, I love how, like, and within the final episode of them, like, conquering the base, they won because of pay to win.
Oh yeah. Of course it was pay to win. It's pay to win for a reason.
And, like, they even asked her, like, how much money did you spend? A lot.
How? Here's a good question. How much did you spend on those goddamn computers for the club?
Probably a lot.
Like,
Because here's the thing. Her family is rich, but she didn't use her family's money. She flat out said that her parents gave her a loan where she invested it, made the money, and even paid them back already.
yeah, so she's just made for life.
Yeah, she's like super set. But yeah, This series was just, oh my God, I loved it.
It was really good, and um, I have to say, Akko super freaking cute
She's so adorable.
throughout the
Oh,
entire series.
oh my God.
That being
Like,
said, the other two really go nowhere.
they they're just kind of there to like strengthen the bond between Akko and Hideki.
So yeah, I mean,
They they're there and they do what their role is. They're support characters. They're main support characters.
yeah. I was just thinking that with how how it started off, it would become a lot more um uh what's it called? Harem?
I kind of thought so too. Like they hint very heavily that like Akane kind of developed a little bit of feelings for him, and
Yeah.
same with Kyo.
Yeah, but like that goes nowhere.
Just because like there's only the one instance with Kyo where he goes into like the actual student council room and like it's like second to last episode, and he's just like a Madam President or whatever. And she's just like, please, you don't have to be so formal. He's like, well, we are at school and you are the student council president. She's like, you can just call me Kyo. And Hideki calls her that and she just gets like super like embarrassed and flustered.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that those were points that were supposed to go somewhere, and then just they
I, th- I,
decided
th-
against it.
I think the manga might be going like is might be longer. I'm not entirely sure though. I haven't actually looked it up.
Yeah, but
It wouldn't surprise me if it's going longer.
I I'd agree with I agree that with the time that they had just to focus on the one relationship.
Yeah. Can we talk about though in the game the the teachers, I think her username was like Nekohime or something like that.
Yeah, Nico Hime.
Can we talk about the Nekohime like elite guard?
No, we're not allowed to talk about that.
I like how the main dude was named Cloud and he looks just like Cloud from Final Fantasy. They weren't even subtle about it.
I didn't even notice because I hadn't never played Final Fantasy.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he had the blonde hair, the giant like Buster Sword looking thing. Even his outfit looked like Cloud's. It was hilarious. Nekohime's elite guard.
God. Oh,
She gets killed in the guild fight and they just go berserk.
I I I'd kind of like to know how she got such a cult following, but
Just because she was a cute character that like just used meow instead of now.
I mean, I get that much, but like it was a little weird.
It was funny though. And then there's just the like the guild leader of that like super big guild
Oh yeah,
that just
like well
that
back
just willingly helped them for like nothing.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's part of the thing with it is like they like that's what groups actually do is they're like, "Oh yeah, no, if you're not actually asking us to do anything, but say we are, like sure, whatever."
No. I'm talking about like helping. They even helped him like get his account back when he got hacked.
Oh, well, like
And that's the thing is there are people in guilds like that in video games that will willingly just help.
oh yeah, no, like that was how it was when I like back in the day. I'm gonna say back in the day. I used to play a whole bunch of Quake 3 Arena, and when that was a thing that people got into, and like that's what our community was. Like we'd all help each other out, like teach each other new things, and
Yeah, and like the reason behind it was, well, we're fellow game players, so why wouldn't I help you? And I'm just like, that is a nice thing. like that is really nice to see because, like I said, from playing MMOs and everything like that, I I can say for certainty there are a lot of guilds and stuff that do that.
Actually, like this, I think it's more of a callback, and obviously it's not a callback in the Japanese way, but at least in American audiences, like everything seems to be PvP now because PvP can make more money because it's literally player versus player and things are going to be automatically be different because you have different people controlling things, right?
Hmm.
But in the PvE world, I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk over your sniffles. Um, but in the PvE world, like people work together a whole lot more,
Hmm.
and like people don't become salty and like troll and be miserable because what good is that?
Exactly, because the game is designed to work together, so what's the point in not working together?
Yeah. So I don't know. That's just my whole thing. It took me to better days of gaming.
Oh yeah, it was definitely great. Like it just like I said, it hit me not only because of the way, what style of anime this was, not to mention there is definitely some ecchi stuff in here,
Well,
which
yeah.
I'm perfectly okay with. Um, but yeah, it just with being a pretty big gamer, it it's what it is. Like I loved it for that fact, which is one of the reasons why I loved the anime gamers.
Yeah, I
Like it's probably why I enjoy like it's probably why I liked sword art more than you did was because like I can relate to the whole concept behind like MMOs and everything.
what's strange is like in terms of shows, I like to say that this was I wouldn't say more put together, but um since it's only focusing on two characters, it seems a lot more fluid than gamers did.
Yeah, because it isn't trying to like build up multiple like a lot of characters at once.
Don't get me
Like,
wrong, gamers was goddamn hilarious, and when
oh,
it and
definitely.
and like when everything hit the fan at once, it was really satisfying.
It blew the fan up.
The shit hit the fan and the fan broke, ladies and gentlemen. Um, but like when it comes to like condensing everything, just having fewer characters and having a much more fluid arc
Hmm.
has like its own thing going for it.
Yeah, not to mention you're not trying to follow like more than just you're not trying to follow so many story plots and everything at once.
Yeah, but
Because like with this one it's like everybody's interests were connected into one thing. Trying to
yes,
get Akko to not be crazy.
just call me out to hits, bitch.
And like but meanwhile in like gamers you had like so many misunderstandings and all that which all were kind of related to each other, but at the same time it was just like
They were they were valid misunderstandings, but they needed to be validated. Um, Where this one was more of progression in terms of a quote unquote club and character development.
mhm. There was a and just the way the characters were was fantastic. I loved all of the different characters and how each one felt like they had their own personality. They were all different from each other.
Yeah, there was a lot less. There's a lot less fumbling around in this one than I noticed in
Yeah,
a lot of shows.
yeah. Like it it made a point and it like went to that point.
Yeah,
There was no stops.
Yeah.
The only thing that there's one thing that they did where we were talking about it before we started recording. They introduced a character once for like 20 seconds,
Never again.
and it was Hideki's younger sister. They could have done so much more with her, but they just introduced her once to give him the idea of something, and then just never again.
Yeah,
And it was like halfway through the series.
I don't completely disagree with it. Like, he needed somebody to, like, push him, but, like, that was not a good time to introduce a character and then just, like, completely forget they exist.
Exactly. Like, he never once mentioned having a sister or anything.
You think that would be kind of important to home life?
Yeah, like, never once did he mention anything about his family. Or
Yeah,
even, like,
that's.
even made a comment of, like, yeah, my sister doesn't always makes fun of me for playing games or whatever.
I mean, like, can we just. Like, there's only two adults in the entire series.
Akko's mom and the teacher.
And that's it. Like, which is fine. Like, having a smaller roster is good because then you can develop the characters more. But at the same point, like, you don't get any sort of idea on why he's decided to go all in on the gaming stuff. Like,
And where is parental supervision for anything?
yeah, like, who's enabling this? Why are they enabling this? Like, not necessarily a like. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all, but um, there's a show that I'm gonna give you for next week.
Are we wrapping this up then?
I think we should because this is actually a great segue
Mm-hmm. All
because
right, well, yeah. All
let's
right, so what do you got for me for next week?
because next week, Evil or Live, Evil or
I
Live.
I think I've heard of it. Like I've heard the title.
I have mentioned it before. It is a series that just finished, 12 episodes, and it's finished.
Okay.
Um, I don't want to get too far into it because I want you to kind of experience it yourself.
Hmm.
Um, but more serious. It's a much more serious show.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna look into that. It's
Cool.
gonna be
Definitely a change from our these last two episodes.
yeah. And I mean, I think a change of pace is going to be pretty good for right now because
Oh yeah.
we've
I'm
been
not saying anything.
we've been coasting for a little bit.
Coasting.
Well, yeah, I mean, like we've had two decent shows in a row at least, and like
Yeah.
time for time for something maybe people haven't seen, right? Yeah. Huh.
Alrighty. Well,
Fuck
so yeah.
yeah.
I
Yes.
guess we will see you guys next time.
Yes, where we will be talking about things.
Bye.